Dear audience, do subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell so that you will be first notified whenever I have uploaded a new video. Dear audience, from this video onwards, the focus of my channel is health, explaining the medical science in layman term. I know your first question is, what makes you think you can do it? Here are the key reasons. Number one, I was born with this belief. I believe that if I can't explain, I don't understand. Period. No excuses. Therefore, explaining is my way to tell you I understand. I don't lie to myself. When I don't truly understand, I will dig deeper and continue to seek clarity. I'm very picky in my study. Some doctors are too technical. I can't confirm if I truly understand. Some doctors are too surface. They don't talk deep enough to prove that what they say is logical and scientific. This I can tell because I study from many sources. I compare them. I find the consistency. Well, I study Chinese medicines since 2008. It has been 14 years. I do have the capacity to understand what the doctors explain. Number two, I believe in explaining by painting a picture to the point everyone understands, especially when my audience are not the professionals or experts. They don't need all these jargons, technical terminologies. What they need are something they can relate, either with pictures or the analogy of experiences. Number three, in a few videos, I did talk about my experience in learning Chinese medicines. Here is the nutshell. In 2008, I was extremely sick from head to toe, but I refused to lean on doctors. I refused to believe in anyone or leaning on anyone. I decided to learn and understand what's going on in my body, how food ended in my body, the good and the bad, the damages and the benefits, etc. Since 2008, I have never, in not even one time, sought help from doctors. I have been my own doctor. I healed myself with my own effort by learning Chinese medicine. However, I had reached the ceiling 5 years ago. My health issues were fixed, but only to 80%. I could not do more or better because I could not get the scientific part of the Chinese medicine. Don't get me wrong, I didn't mean Chinese medicine is not scientific. That's not what I was saying. I mean, I could not find the experts talking about Chinese medicine in scientific way. Finally, during the pandemic, I found the channels I needed. My favorite doctors are Dr. Stan Berg and Dr. Eric Berg. Since then, I got the supply of medical science. My body conditions have improved from 80% to 95% now. Will be better and keep improving. You can tell from my body that this is not a result of exercise program nor a diet program. It is the holistic approach based on the understanding of medical science. I can understand medical science because I do have a solid foundation of Chinese medicine. I do understand the logic and the terminology of human body. For me to talk about medical science, my purpose is to bring you awareness so that you will also start exploring and getting into it with further study. If you are interested to get healthy or live healthily, please do not take my words as final. Do check out the videos from Dr. Eric Berg and Dr. Stan Edberg. Learn the full stories from them. Get the full pictures. Today, I want to share with you the overview, the big picture of what I have learned from this medical science. After this, I will zoom into it from topic to topic, from subject to subject. I will continue the path of reflection process with logical thinking. This is how I reflect on my health conditions. This is how my mind works. Reflection process. Dear audience, do you have questions like number one, what is life? Why is it that everyone seems to go through the same life cycle? The classic one is as time goes by, we get older. Our bodies start putting on weight. If it is not quickly, it will be gradually. Perhaps 1 kg a year, plus minus. After 30, the aging process speeds up. By 40, the bodies begin to look quite different. The energy level drop quite obviously and begin to show the signs of not so healthy. After 50, the illnesses and the diseases begin to show up. If you don't manage it well, the life after 60s could be very torturing or suffering. Is this the life cycle you are expecting? Is this the path of life you are continuing? Here is the logic. We all go through the same cycle of life because we are consuming the same diets throughout the entire path of life. This is logical. Think about this. Are we not seeing the same things, going on the same journey, and experiencing the same stages of life? We are on the same path. Therefore, the destiny is the same. Do you agree? Does it make sense to you? It makes perfect sense to me. If so, the next question is, what is this path? And what is the alternative? Yes, we need to understand the path we are going through first. Before we talk about the alternative, here is the simple logic. Think about our body like a car. The cars can look different in size, in design, in color, in material, in power, etc. But what makes the cars run is the energy. And what makes the car's conditions different is also energy. For examples, diesel fuel is a lot more dirty and polluted. Gas fuel is a lot better than the diesel, but still have a high level of air pollution. In terms of the air pollution, electric car is the best. Back to our bodies. What are the fuels we are running on? Is it carbohydrate or sugar or fat? For your information, protein is not the direct form of fuel in our bodies, but protein can trigger the hormone to burn fat. Here is the basic knowledge. Carbohydrate will be fully converted into glucose. but sugar will be converted into glucose only in 50%. Another 50% is fructose. You may think there's nothing wrong to live on carbohydrate and sugar as the glucose fuel. Let's talk about the energies in our bodies. When we talk about energies, we consider three key points. Number one, the efficiency and stability. Number two, the pollution. Number three, the side effects, the byproducts. In the medical terms, our bodies run on two key types of energies. Number one, glucose. Number two, ketones. If you're not familiar with these two keywords, I need you to pay attention now because you need to understand these two key energies correctly. If you don't get these two right, you can't be right in anything and everything about human bodies or the health related issues. Yes, in human bodies, we mainly run on these two key energies, the glucose and the ketones. Here are the principles we need to be clear. Number one, the sources of glucose are carbohydrate and sugar. The excessive glucose will be stored as glycogen. I don't want to flood you with terminologies. I will call this glycogen as the stored glucose. Now we have the stored glucose. We need to know that glucose triggers insulin. With the presence of insulin, the stored glucose will be converted into fatty acids. When three fatty acids be bonded into one, it becomes triglycerides. Again, I don't want to flood you with terminology. Therefore, I will call these triglycerides as 3-in-1 fatty acids. Then these 3-in-1 fatty acids will be circulating to other parts of the body and stored as fat. Number two, ketones is the byproduct of fat. Fat can be directly from the food or be converted from the stored glucose. Now, I want to call ketones as the fat burning energy. Number three, the point is before the stored glucose is depleted, fat will not be burned and releases ketones because our bodies will always burn the glucose first. Therefore, if you keep adding and accumulating stored glucose in your body, you will never get to burn the fat. Back to the three key points. Number one, in terms of efficiency and stability, glucose is like burning matches or papers, quick, short, and unstable. Whereas ketone, the fat burning energy, is like burning wood. It is stable and having long time sustainability. Number two, in terms of air pollution, glucose is like flaming with ashes flying all over, whereas ketones is clean and stay still, non-inflammatory. Number three, side effects or byproducts. Glucose causes oxidation and inflammation to form plaques, free radicals, pathogens, etc. All these are the root causes for illnesses, diseases, cancers, etc. Therefore, in conclusion, the takeaway is understand that if you consume carbohydrates and sugars, you are on the glucose path because even though you are also consuming fat, you may not have a chance to burn fat because your glucose will never be depleted. Why? I will explain this all the details in the coming videos. It takes more than one video to explain. But for now, the conclusion is the path of glucose is the path to illness and diseases. All the people who are on the glucose path will end with the same journey, same experience, and the same destiny. That is, get old with unhealthy or with illness and diseases. You don't have to disagree with me at this point because this is not my opinion. This is not what I think. This is the conclusion of medical science. I will get into the details, the proof, the logic, and the facts one by one. The only suggestion for action plan under this health series is continue to learn and find out the alternative path that ends with a different destiny. You can get old with good health. Be healthy and be fit to look young, not vice versa. This video is about the outline, the big picture of medical science in layman terms. You can get the details from many other channels. My key references are Dr. Stan Berg and Dr. Eric Berg. Thank you for watching this video. I will continue to make videos on health. Look out for the video talking about how glucose drives you to the path of illness and diseases. Find out your option to get away. See you in my next video. Dear audience, if you enjoy this video, do subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell so that you will be first notified whenever I have uploaded a new video. I am a certified professional coach and an HRDF certified trainer.